All right, everybody, I've done this many times. This is actually specifically number 25. Actually, maybe a few more because there are a few giveaways in between the numbered giveaways, but right now, LG&E 25 is live. So 25th giveaway, that's crazy. It's been literally 3 years since we started doing this. It was 2019, February of 2019 was our very first giveaway ever. And here we are. February of 2022. Oh my God, it's been 3 years. Wow. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's 10 days past 2 years. Wow. So, yeah, 3 years now. 3 years. About $4 million in vehicles and cash prizes given away to date. Pretty much most of it consisting of trucks that look like this or similar and a ton of cash every single time. Started with 10 grand, now we're up to 50 grand. So with this one, the winner is gonna get $50,000 on top of the truck. Title in their name, of course. I mean, some people get it confused. When you win these trucks, are you gonna be left with payments? No, you're gonna own the truck outright. Once you win it, it's yours, that's it. You sign the title, you own the truck outright, you don't owe anything, so that's pretty cool. And then you pay your taxes on the winnings, which is always going to be less than the cash that we give you guys with LG&D. That's what we've always done from the very start, and that's what we will continue to do. We don't want any of our winners to ever be stuck with a tax obligation. It's not fun. So yeah, $50,000 cash and a 2022 Ford F-250 Platinum Powerstroke. And not just any F-250 Powerstroke. This is a pretty unique truck, and putting it together was honestly just one of the coolest things. I mean, honestly, every single time we build a truck, putting it together is the most fun, and then shooting is fun as well. But the time that we get to spend with a truck as it's getting built is just amazing to see something be able to come together and then just amaze you like this. So our vision was chalk white with a little bit of black and yellow, and didn't want to go too crazy with the yellow from the side specifically. So if you look at it from the side, you should be able to see a little bit more black than yellow. But if you look at it from the front or the back, under the ass or under the face, you're gonna see a little bit more yellow. All right, so the suspension is a 5.5-inch Pmf lift kit, which basically they don't sell just a lift kit. Actually, he might, but I've never ordered just a lift kit. I usually piece it all together. So what we have here is a pieced together 5.5-inch lift kit. You have a 5-inch Icon coil, 1/2-inch LG&D customized plate by Pmf. Normally it says Pmf right here. He didn't really understand what I wanted when I said, hey, can you, well, normally on the Fords, we'll put a plate that attaches to the LG&D coil spacer, which originally these spacers, which it's not really a spacer, it's coil top resi mount. That's what it actually is. So these holes, which we fill with bolts, are normally for the clamps that'll clamp your shock directly to there. And yeah, so that normally says Pmf, and I'll take a plate that we custom machine and it will bolt it right up to the plate, and it'll sit at an angle, and it says LG&D on the top, X Pmf here. And he said, do you want me to just combine that? And I don't think he understood what he himself meant by combine, because he just put LG&D where it said Pmf. So, I mean, hey, that's pretty cool too. Thanks, Trevor. But anyways, it's a Pmf lift kit. We have Pmf Resi Clamps, which are very cool as well. Those normally come billet, but we powder coated them yellow. So you have the adjustable track bar, the adjustable drag link, the steering stabilizer kit, which consists of the center mount, which has the Pmf machined out on there. Looks pretty cool. 2.0 Fox stabilizer shocks. If you look at it from the side, you have the 3-link from Pmf. Those things are really cool. So you can get the 3-link or the 4-link. I like the 3-link. The 4-link is better for the taller trucks, but if you want, you have I think it's a 6.5-inch or a 7-inch down, you could do the 3-link. Anything above like an 8, don't quote me on that, you have to ask Trevor. But the 3-link looks good on these trucks. 4-link, it drops really low on your mount, because basically you have a whole separate mount that attaches to the factory mount, and that drops down to like right here. So it's very low. You have a lot more clearance with this, and honestly, it just looks cleaner, in my opinion. It matches the traction bars. So speaking of, we have the traction bars, which are PMF as well, of course. Powder coated black and yellow. I don't even have to explain that. You guys can see it's black and yellow. We have the blocks, PMF 5-inch, I believe. Not sure the exact measurement on the block itself, but the rear is a 5-inch. So the front was a 5-inch as well. I just wanted to go a 1/2 inch higher. So we have the coil top spacer, and then we have another 1/2 inch shim in there as well to get that extra 1/2 inch. Coming from the back, we have, which you can actually see much better here than if I were to try and show you in the front, but we powder coated the calipers in all 4 corners, which is pretty cool. We haven't done that in a very long time, and I am so glad that we did, and so happy that I'm doing it on the next truck as well. So that's something for you guys to look forward to. It just adds that little bit more of, you know, uniqueness. It's just, you don't really see too many people around here with powder coated calipers. I mean, down South Florida, you see full powder coated suspension, but more and more people are tending to just throw lifting wheels on their truck and be perfectly fine with it. Back in the day, everybody used to powder coat. The show scene was much bigger than it is today, and everybody was powder coating everything. So that's why we did it from the beginning, because it was like big back then. But I still believe in it, and I can't always do a full powder coated suspension, axles. I can't do all of that every single time because it's very time consuming. And these builds take already as is like 3 weeks to build to a month. So can't do it every time, but at least we'll do the calipers here and there. Well, anyways, calipers are yellow, completely disassembled, all of the seals taken out, replaced, and then re-bleed the brakes, throw them back on. That's it. Yellow hitch, as you can see. Black painted, platinum badge, two-tone badges, front and rear. Now, I don't even know if I mentioned this yet. Did I? The paint? No, I didn't even mention the paint yet. So we're all over the place in this video. I'm literally just walking around this thing and saying things as we go. Okay, so everything, I'm gonna say it again because I say it every single video. And I mean, for those of you that are not new here and have watched like multiple videos, you know that I say this every single time. Every single time. We match wrap colors with paint, okay? Because when you wrap a truck, most people settle with tinting their lights, right? Instead of matching the wrap color. Now, in certain situations, when you do like a chrome wrap, which we've done quite a few of, like satin, we just did the satin chrome Denali, that's just satin chrome. We've done satin red, satin orange, satin, I'm missing one. Satin orange, satin red, satin turquoise, satin chrome. I think that's it, right? Yeah, satin red. That's it. So we've done like 5? No, 5. So we did 5 satin chrome trucks, and you can't match paint with that because you're not painting over chrome. If you were to paint a translucent color over chrome, you can get that chrome effect. You can't get a chrome effect with any color that's not metallic or doesn't have any sort of special effect, just a flat color. We can match it. So we do match those colors, and that was our goal with this truck, was to basically just take the chalk white and do two-tone as many places as I possibly can to make it just stand out from the rest, right? So not only are there not many chalk white F-250s, F-350s, brand new trucks, right? 2022s, 2019, whatever, that body style and up, there's not many of them. There's not many that you're gonna see that have this much detail. That's why these things look like paint. We have so many people asking, is this thing painted or wrapped on every single one of our wrapped trucks? Why? Because we match the paint to the wrap, and we do parts that would almost make you think that these trucks are painted. So anyways, two-tone taillights, tinted and bordered to match the wrap. Coming to the handles, well, we'll just come to the side of the truck here. Okay, we'll look here real quick. Wrapped black window trim, and then like I said earlier, the step, that little chrome trim on the side is now wrapped chalk white. Painted emblems, so the letters taken off, the black plastic was kept black plastic, and the platinum badge was kept as is, so you still have a little bit of silver in there, but it's okay because we have some silver other places too, like the brushed shock bodies. Mirrors, Two-tone mirrors, completely smoothed. So this is actually paint, and then this is wrap. So this is paint, wrap, okay? We were gonna have these painted, but mirror caps, even when you do have them sandblasted and then have them painted, sometimes they still chip because you have rocks flying up from your tire. Sometimes, normally not. I mean, our mirrors hold up very, very good, but chrome's a different story. Even if you do sandblast it, that paint is more than likely to chip off at some point down the road. So we wrapped that because we had the choice, and it matches pretty damn spot on. So there was no reason not to wrap it over paint. If you need to, you could replace that if it gets chipped up. Yeah, so two-tone, because I want to leave that thing there too. Just add a little bit more black detail. I could have done that gray or chalk white. Sorry, see? It's not white, it's gray. This is gray. This is like a light Nardo gray. Chalk white. In very, very, like the slimmest of conditions, like it'll look white for a split second, but normally not. Headlights, two-tone. So we have something pretty cool going on here. We have LED amber swapped chips. Basically, these are white from factory. Your C-bar top and bottom, that's two separate LEDs. And those are big fiber optic tubes, which are basically just clear tubes that run from here to here, and then one LED chip on the very end, and it lights up that tube. So we just swapped it out for an amber. The amber signal disc right here, I should call it, it's almost like a plexiglass disc, is now tinted, and reflector was amber, now painted black. And then of course, can't wrap the inside of headlights because it will bubble in the corners over time with heat. So we matched it with paint and we painted that. Grille is wrapped, not painted. See, you can barely tell what's wrapped and painted. Wrapped, not painted. Again, the chrome thing, if we were to sandblast it and paint it, it is going to hold up better over time. And it's just better to have the wrap on the grille because you can replace it instead of having to repaint it. And also like wrapping grills because sometimes, or at least in the Fords, when you tuck it around, when this piece is actually off of the back of the grill, because we actually take this off, some people will just put the wrap on with the plastic in the back. If you put it, basically if you wrap those edges, once you put it on, it'll hold it. If you were to wrap this without having this off, then you would have nothing to sandwich it, right? And it could lift, it's just done right. Okay, two-tone emblem, like I said, same in the back. Our hooks were chrome, now black. Painted valance, always paint our valances. I could have done black, had it done in gloss black and then had it wrapped, but honestly that would be a little difficult. Not difficult to wrap, but you don't want to see literally wrap on the other side because we had to fold it over the edge. So painted that chalk, and that's pretty much it. Spiked lug nuts. Yeah, that's it. That is it for the actual outside of the truck. So interior, that's a whole different thing. These brand new trucks do have a little bit of a different story than the old ones. It's not really that different. They have a bigger screen. That's it. How big is it? Like 12 inches? Okay, so here's the difference between the 2019 to 2021s. The only difference is the screen. Only difference. I believe in 2019 to 2020, they made a change on the sound system. They went from Sony, I think, to Bang & Olufsen, which they still have in here. So I think they made that change from 2019 to 2020. And ever since, the stereos are still just trash in these trucks. I mean, I don't want to say trash, but it's not the best. Out of the three manufacturers, Ford is the one that's lacking the most on their sound system. Bang & Olufsen is a very good company, but for whatever reason, it's not loud in this truck. I feel like it has so much more potential, and you can't set it up. I mean, the settings, even if you max them out, you can't get it to where you would want it to be, but you know, maybe I just like my music way too loud. Either way, the interface is absolutely gorgeous. It's the best one I've ever seen by Ford. Honestly, their Super Duties have always been lacking in my opinion. And finally, they took something out of the F-150 and put it in the Super Duty, and it looks and works great. That's the other thing, it works phenomenal. Not really any new features except for, can't forget, CarPlay. CarPlay is now wireless in these things. GM has had that for, I believe, a year now, 2 years. And Ram, I don't think has that yet. Oh no, Ram does for 2022, not for 2021. So yeah, they wireless CarPlay and a big screen. I'm pretty sure that's it. But as far as the interior color goes, it is the maroon or burgundy color. It's the same one as the 2021s, nothing really different there. I believe LG 16 had the same exact interior as this. So that was a 2021 and this is a 2022. But other than that, really no other difference. Truck's got 2,000 miles on it. Normally we will get our trucks brand new. This is one of those trucks that we couldn't get brand new. It's our first truck that we haven't bought brand spanking new in a little while. Only reason being is that these trucks are very, very difficult to find right now. We bought this one in New Jersey for $92,500, I believe, 93, not including taxes. And then, yeah, we put like 30,000. I haven't even added up the parts, honestly, but a good amount in parts. I mean, the powder coat, we got a lot of powder coat on this truck. We have a lot of components that make up our lift, because I mean, you can go basic on the lift from PMF, or you can go very intricate and you can do a lot more. And some of the stuff you don't need, which is why you can spend way less, or you can spend more. Most of the stuff is just stuff that isn't very adjustable from factory that Trevor makes more adjustable and looks better. So not only do you have more adjustability, but you also have a more custom look because you can powder coat those pieces different colors, whereas you wouldn't really want to powder coat the stock parts. Like for instance, you wouldn't want to powder coat a stock drag link. So you get the adjustable one from PMF and you could powder coat that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, interior is relatively the same, but don't get it wrong, these interiors are awesome. Massage seats, that's one thing that the other companies have not yet done. Still don't know why, but yeah, they haven't, and this remains the only company to do it. Your rock lights, aux 5 and aux 6, you have 24 rock lights on this thing. Basically 2 in each wheel well, 2 in the front, 2 on the side, 2 in the front and back, 2 in front, 2 in back, 2 on each side, and then we have a couple down the center. And aux 5 and aux 6, they both control separately your wheel wells and the underbody. So your wheel well lights alone, the 8 rock lights that are in the 4 wheel wells, are controlled on one switch, and then all the rest are controlled on another. So just to save battery if you wanted to have just one on. But keep in mind, if you do keep these on overnight, the truck will not die. That's the cool thing. 2 batteries in these new trucks, they're pretty good. That's another thing. These trucks will start no matter what. Don't worry about the winter time. I mean, I don't even know why I'm talking about that, but some of you guys still think that like the diesels are the same as the old ones. The new trucks are great in the winter. These things start right up on remote start, and the batteries can actually last a good amount of time with having 24 rock lights on overnight. I actually accidentally left rock lights on my truck once, and yeah, now I know how long it lasts, because overnight they'll last, but if you leave them on just a little bit too much, they die. So I'd say like it's a 24-hour period. Maybe not, maybe 18, but like I think 12 hours is like a good cutoff. That's a safe. That's like the safe spot. 12 hours. Like if you're going to a truck show, you can leave them on. Flip them both on. You're going to dinner, flip them both on. You're good. By the time you get out, 2 hours, you're good. You're perfectly fine. So, interior, that's it. Nothing else. All right, we're missing a few things. See, I'm always finding new things, small things. So steel braided brake lines by PMF, and we have the adjustable sway bar end links down there, which are pretty cool. Like I said, pretty much everything that he sells is just stock parts that are now way beefier and adjustable. So if you wanted to, you can drop this thing down low to about stock height with smaller coils and smaller shocks, and you would still be able to utilize all of these components except for the coils and the blocks and the shocks. Those are the only things that you would need to change. And you could even go up a little bit more too. The 3-link, like I said, can handle up to an 8-inch lift, I believe. Like I said, don't quote me on that. The traction bars are adjustable, so you can go up to, I believe, a 10-inch lift on that. Your track bar and your drag link are both adjustable, so you're good there. If you go up, those pitches change, so those would have to be adjusted as well. And then your sway bar links. So I mean, 3-link, sway bar links, everything's adjustable. If you want to go up, you can. All you would need is new coils, shocks, and blocks. And then everything you would just need to adjust. But yeah, that's the truck. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite trucks. Honestly, I'm not gonna say my favorite, but it is, like, in person, this thing's just absolutely ridiculous. The attention to detail, and I'm not boasting here, but I'm telling you, the attention to detail on here is second to none. And one person is going to win it along with $50,000 in cash. So if you do not trust us on this, I mean, we've done it plenty of times. All of our viewers know that the cash that we use in the videos is real. Probably not the safest thing to do all the time, but stay strapped up, right? But the cash is real, the winners are real, everything's real. We are real. We're not fake. How I talk on camera is exactly how I talk in person. Everything is 100% legit with us. We just want to give everybody a chance to win these things, and we wouldn't do you wrong. So if you get entered to win, you actually have a chance to win this thing and that cash. We've changed the lives of over 24 people. This is giveaway number 25, but we've done more giveaways. So yeah, we've changed the lives of a lot of people, and all of those people that we've changed the lives of are all on our website in the winner circle. So you can get over there by clicking the link in the description or type it out, lgnsupplyco.com. Once you're over there and you see all of that and you still don't believe us, then I'm sorry, but if you do believe us, get yourself entered, because I'm telling you, one lucky entry is all it takes. And if you get entered and you win, and I was the one that convinced you in one of these videos to get entered, you will thank me. I don't think that there's a reason for you not to thank me if that happened. But yeah, you will thank me. So if you want the truck and the cash, click the link, type it out, get yourself entered. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for supporting, as always. I hope you like the truck, and I hope that you win, or at least win in the near future. Good luck, everyone. I'll see you next time.